Coons and the Green Bay Packers may have outsmarted the rest of the NFL. I'm going to break that down for you guys in this video. I know it is early on in the football season. I know it is early on in OTAs, and it's way too soon to start calling this guy a future starter in the NFL or even star in the NFL. But man, he is showing all of the signs, showing up for OTAs, looking like he means business. MarShawn Lloyd. This is the 88th pick overall for the Packers, a former five-star college recruit. He's labeled already as an overachiever, competitive, determined, and he has been since an early age. I am super excited about this guy, what he's going to bring to the table for the Packers when we start looking at the backfield. But what did Adam Stenavich had to say already early on in OTAs? Stenavich was quoted as saying, "I would like to get him out there as much as possible. He's got a skill set that's a little different than Aaron Jones's as far as speed, and not quite the bruiser that AJ Dillon is, obviously, but he's got a different type of skill set. So it's nice to get him the ball in space and just see what he can do. I think he's going to add a good explosive element to the offense for sure. I like his speed. I like his speed a lot. I love that he repeated himself there on the speed element because we start talking about this Packer team and we look at even last year. You've got, if you can get a healthy Christian Watson back, you've got a Jaden Reed, you've got Bo Melton who's got speed. You've got so many aspects. Luke Musgrave, guys who can get given the space and given out in space, guys that can just break away from the defenders, given their speed element. I love hearing that. He goes on to say he had some good runs in OTAs already where we saw his burst. He's got great vision. So I'm really excited about that out of the backfield. Again, couldn't be happier when we start talking about what this dude does and the element of just his game that he's going to bring to the Packers. So a coach in college for MarShawn Lloyd, it was a Virginia Tech running backs coach there. He said that MarShawn Lloyd is a dominant athlete, explosive, competitive, and passionate. Again, this guy keeps getting these terms that you would want in an NFL player. That's what Brian Gutekunst goes and finds in the draft. That's why he took MarShawn Lloyd when he did. When you start talking about just steals in this draft, I think the biggest steal in the draft overall was Kalen King. The Packers took him in the 7th round. I think this is a guy that is going to just show himself to be very impactful in the NFL, especially where the Packers took him. And then you start talking about MarShawn Lloyd, the Packers taking him 88th overall in the 3rd round. This is a guy that I feel is the best running back in the draft. And to get him in the 3rd round, I think that is a very big deal for Brian Gutekunst and the Green Bay Packers, yet again, striking gold in the draft. I feel, again, MarShawn Lloyd, it's way too early to tell, but what was this guy able to do in college? Let's take a look at what he was able to accomplish. Obviously, he started his career in South Carolina. He was the rushing leader as a redshirt sophomore running back in 2022, where he appeared in 9 games with 8 starts. He ran for 573 yards in those 8 starts on 111 carries, 5.2 yards per carry with 9 touchdowns. He caught 18 passes out of the backfield for 176 yards, averaging 9.8 and chasing that up with 2 touchdowns. Then he transferred to USC. Okay. In the spring of 2023, he played in 11 games, recorded 820 yards on 116 carries, which is a 7.1 average. That's good. That's really good. On 9 touchdowns, he recorded 13 receptions for 232 yards, averaging 17.8, which means this dude, when he gets out in space, he can do some damage. So I'm super excited about that. And when you start talking about just Stenavich saying how excited he is about having not just Josh Jacobs there, but then you add the element, change up pace of the burst of explosiveness of MarShawn Lloyd. And then you've got your bruising back like AJ Dillon if you need it at the goal line or wherever they're going to use AJ Dillon. But I certainly think MarShawn Lloyd is going to get the reps above AJ Dillon. So it's going to be Josh Jacobs and MarShawn Lloyd, just a wrecking crew there in Green Bay and in the NFC North. That is what the NFC North has to look forward to in facing those two guys. Yes, we did lose Aaron Jones, but again, Aaron Jones was not getting any younger. This is a guy that shows a lot of promise already. As a junior in high school, this dude benched 345 pounds as a 204-pound athlete, which means not only is he explosive and all of that, the dude's got some strength and he can be a wrecking ball out there. So I am super excited about it. I want you guys to leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Do the Packers look better with Josh Jacobs and MarShawn Lloyd this year as opposed to last year with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon? I think the answer to that is yes. I think the Packers upgraded offensively comparatively when you bottle up the two running backs. And then you've got AJ Dillon really as your third option here in Green Bay when he was our second option last season. I think the Packers massively upgraded. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, go Pack, go.